tonight we're talking about a dignified sunset years for, senior citizens. So if you could fast forward, and I'm not saying you're too old, I'm just saying, if you could fast forward your own perfect sunset years affairs, how would you visualize yourself in retirement?
Thank you, Regina. If I would visualize myself where I came from and where I am, I feel if I didn't go to school well, and if my Excellency the President did not appoint me to this position, then I can assure you I would be vulnerable because of how I grew up and how I was brought up.
Okay.
So in this country, we have people we call vulnerable people. Those are people who are below the bottom of the pyramid. These are people that when we went to the campaign with our Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, we did campaign on a bottom-up economic transformation agenda. So these are people at the bottom of the pyramid, and that is why the government has every reason to make sure that we go down, pick those who are bottom of the pyramid. So what we deal with is simply vulnerable.
The vulnerable people.
The vulnerable people. And if I visualize myself how I would be, then the situation would be even worse.
Dire. So now, Inua Jamii has been praised for its role, in assisting the elderly.
Yes.
So if, for argument's sake, if you were to liken it to a superhero, what would you describe its superpower? How would you describe it? If Inua Jamii was to be equal to a superpower, what would it be?
Inua Jamii, to me, is actually a superpower.
Which one?
Why is a superpower? This is a safety net program, of course. It's a safety net program, and what this program does is to cushion the livelihood of people. Regina, I happen to have grown up as an administrator, and I have worked in the far-flung areas of this nation. As you see, Nairobi, Kenya is not Nairobi. There are people outside there who cannot even manage 50 shillings. So why am I saying is a superhero or a superpower? It is because what the government is doing, it speaks for itself.
All right.
Because once we give the 2,000 to that very vulnerable person, that person is old, 70 years and above. That person is a child who is orphaned and vulnerable. That person is somebody suffering from cerebral palsy.
So tonight, Bona PS, what we asked